next section, we're going to look at a different aspect of how people are influenced. And it comes down to this idea of this thing called the halo effect. And it's a psychological phenomenon where people will make presumptive decisions about effectiveness or about quality of things depending on factors outside of the actual product. And one of the bases here is this idea of physical attractiveness stereotypes. So, it's been shown time and time again, people who are deemed to be attractive are generally deemed to be smarter, funnier, more likable than less attractive people. Even in things like courts, attractive people tend to get less fines and convictions. But for the most part, we are often talking in the modern world about celebrities. But before we do that, this guy here, I suppose an attractive fellow here, people would look at this guy and say, well, he looks like he's pretty happy, pretty with it and together. That's actually serial killer Ted Bundy. So, in that case there, when you think about serial killers, you probably wouldn't think of the person shown in this photo. You look at this photo here. This is someone this may be a serial killer. That's actually musician Frank Zappa. Did a lot of work I think he started in the 60s, 70s and 80s. Died in the early 90s, I believe. But, you compare these two people here. If you were to ask which of these is the serial killer, most people would go to the left. And of course, then you have other examples here. This is a bit of both. This is a musician and a serial killer. Phil Spector, who well-known record producer from the 1960s, produced Beatles albums, a whole range of any 60s pop music you listen to is probably produced by him, and he's in jail for murdering someone with a shotgun. Now, of course, the celebrities endorsing products is a really interesting thing here. Our first one here, this is Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow, well-known Hollywood actress. However, she has spent a lot of time in the last decade producing a wellness platform, which she calls Goop. Now, in wellness at its basis, not a harmful thing. However, when she sells certain products that, selling a product that smells like part of your nether region for $75 United States, which probably about $100 Australian. Now, it has no other redeeming quality, but this product sold out. And she's sold a number of dubious products as well. But she's a reasonably attractive celebrity, so people tend to follow her and buy her stuff. Probably even more damaging is someone like Kim Kardashian. She was selling at one stage lollipops that were promoted as appetite suppressant lollipops. They cost about $30 for each lollipop. And I think the only reason they became appetite suppressant lollipops is if you're paying $30 for a lollipop, you can't afford anything else. But she's in the modern, connected social media world. For some reason, a lot of people follow her and follow what she does and what she says. You also have things which are a little bit more insidious that people don't realise. Volkswagen was fined a number of years ago because they falsified some of the results on their fuel efficiency. And so, it became a big issue there as well. You also have there that, people are also influenced by certain cosmetics. And so, this is a little thing here where, a product was promoted as fixing your jeans while you slept. And of course, that's absolute garbage and is incorrect. And of course, I know it's a little bit fuzzy there, but they say, there's 10 years of research and international patents. That isn't necessarily directly for what's in the product. And of course, in Australia, Vitamins don't necessarily, or treatments, cosmetics, don't have to always be tested. The products may contain ingredients from a pre-approved list. So if you make up a new vitamin and you say, well, it's already been, these ingredients that are in it are already approved, you don't really need to do much to it. You can also, have it, the product just needs to be in a clean facility. And the manufacturers don't even have to provide information to the TGA. They just need to say, we've got it.